So apart from whatever we discussed about our regular OTC process, right? Okay, there are the certain processes which is going to get involved with according to the business context. You will have certain deviations. Till now we had a discussion about your process will starts from inquiry, quotation, and order, and there is something called delivery, and after that billing. Okay, in all these cases, if you see these two documents where I already specified, these two documents before order will be created. These two processes are called your uh, preliminary documents. Okay, pre documents from for your sales order business process. So these from order to further till billing, those will called as your post processes of your sales OTC process. Okay, so if you see here this pre-sales documents, so your customer might ask any one of the requirement. Now if you talk about OTC, in simple terminology, order to cash means certain companies will starts with order, delivery, and billing. Certain companies will starts with the process called QTC. That means quotation, order, delivery, and billing. These are the two kind of process till now we have seen. Now what are all these special processes? So these two processes, if it starts from order, or if it starts from quotation, or if it starts from even from inquiry, okay, even it starts from inquiry. So every place, every place, so your customer can have always a choice based on his payment terms and other agreements with the your company, how he can able to take the stock on post-paid basis. That means on a month, he suppose he raised some 50 to 60 orders, order one, order two, like that 60 orders. He has always a choice at the month end or else sometimes later. Maybe first order if he raised, second order he is raised. For week 5 orders he raised. After on a weekly basis he can able to do the payment, or else maybe after 45 days, after 2 months, after a quarter, and he can able to pay, or else immediately also he can pay. He has always a choice. But you got the difference between all these processes. But all these processes, when it starts from order, everything will end up with on credit basis. That means you can take some credit, you need not pay immediately. But if you see our special process like cash sales, it is something like a counter sales. So when in our previous example, uh, cocoa and milk industry private limited, right? In this example, if he wanted to buy some stock, he can able to raise order, delivery, and billing. So for their products, so they have a customers like retailers and wholesalers, something like a direct customers. So this is the point where you have to concentrate on that. Direct customers means there is something called shop sales. Shop sales, or else you can call it as a cash sales. Whatever the scenario you take, you can sometimes you can call it as counter sales. This is the right term. So that means this cocoa and milk private limited will have company owned outlets, maybe domestic or export, both the cases. Company owned outlet means apart from this company is delivering the stock to their retailers, and retailers will pick the stock and they will sell to end users. And in the similar manner, wholesalers also pick the stock with certain margin. They can sell to their end customers. But sometimes you got a scenario like company owned outlets. In that outlets, in a city, you can find some one or two company owned outlets, so that customer can walk in directly. He can able to pay it immediately. He can buy the stock immediately there. If you don't pay immediately, the bill won't be generated immediately. So that stock is available. If the stock is not available, he cannot able to do the transaction. Just like if you go for any mall, if you walk in there, you can find different kind of counters for different products. So there, sometimes you will find, if you take wildcraft, bags will be there. So one outlet for just an example, or else Apple iPhone outlet will be there. There you can directly walk in and you can buy. Whereas if you go for other registered outlets with Apple, like retailers and wholesalers also on credit basis, they can pick. It depends on the company policy. Most of the times, what it talks about, for direct walk-in, the delivery will be created immediately. So here, the delivery will be created in this process, in OTC process or QTC process. When the stock is available, such case only your delivery will be created. Now, what is the basic difference, how it works in SAP? So let's take an example. So you have a credit sale and you have a cash sale. So credit sale, invoice might be created later, and a delivery will be created when in your inventory stock is available. Okay, based on inventory stock availability. That means in your storage location, the respective plant which is associated stock is available only, they can able to take it further. So in this case also, in your counter, before reaching the counter, you will fill your basket with respect to stock. So that means stock must be available. In this case, stock might be available after a few days. That means, so here delivery will be created immediately. Here delivery might be created later point of time. If you talk about that, let's keep here. So this case, it is later. If you see this case for cash sales, it is immediate. So it is immediately. So let's talk about bill. So when you reach the counter, bill might be created later. So when assume that today you raised an order by using the document called WAR, and this is something called in SAP standard, we will call it as a cash sales document. So their bill might be created when the stock, when PCA is done. Today you got an order, maybe PCA done after a week or a month or sometimes in a year. It depends on the demand and availability of the stock. You can able to do it. But counter sale, it will not be possible. Counter sale, whoever the customers may approach, most of the times like one-time customers. Not those will not be there in your database. So that means, so another difference is like, most of the times one-time customers. That means their database is not maintained. So first thing is that immediately delivery will be there, and bill also will be created once order is created. When you reach the counter, it will be done the moment itself. That moment itself. So both delivery and bill cannot wait for such a long time. So what is the other difference? When I try to observe here, what is the other difference? Here, availability check is on always, because I need to check once I get the order, stock might be available after 3 days, after 10 days, after 15 days, so that I should be on. Here, I don't require, because stock, when stock is available only, then I can able to take it process, because the delivery will be immediately created. This is the one difference. And another difference, it is credit active for these particular items. So on credit basis, I am doing. Credit is not active for cash sales. So here it will be posted to your revenue account will be credited, customer account will be debited. Okay. So GL entries. Here it is go here also in the similar banner, but it will be based on your cash account. Cash account will be uh, debited and your what do you call customer account will be credited. Okay. So customer account will be debited and revenue sorry cash account will be credited. So both the cases, this is the only difference. That means this transaction it will happens at that moment itself. This is the basic difference. When you call it as cash sales, it is deviating from your regular OTC process. That's why we'll call it as a special process. Let's try to understand how it works in SAP now. Let's go to SPRO. Try to check the difference between your cash sales and a regular OR document type in standard. So you will get some idea about that. Let's go to the sales and sales document. Let's try to compare the sales document header. If you go to the sales documents, this is the credit sales means I have given the name on credit basis. You can use this document. Let's go to the cash sales. So everything is looks similar, but you have a minor differences. If you come down here, basically if you see the delivery document is BB for cash sales. If you go for order document type, the delivery type is LF. So why they have used, they can use this similar kind of delivery document, but why they have used BV as a separate delivery document type? So why? Because the delivery will be created immediately. So they wanted to find the difference. How immediately will be created? Where is the control in your header? So if you see here, immediate delivery will be off. If you see options for cash sales, it should be either A or X. So, but it is always say X. Why? Because quantity should be confirmed today itself. That's why you have to choose this one up. Okay. So let's try to understand. Let's try to check the cache sales whether it is on or not. So your immediate delivery is on for your cache sales. In the similar manner, if you see delivery relevant document is BV, their delivery relevant document is LF. Here order relevant document is BV again. Here there in the similar case, delivery relevant document for OR is LF. LF and BV. So that means you have a separate document type. Why? Because I required immediate delivery need to be created. This is one of the key point. And one more key observation. If you see your shipping condition, it's always says immediately that day itself you have to do the delivery. So whereas if you talk about order, I can choose any one of the shipping conditions. So maybe I didn't choose anything here. So I can choose anything. If I choose here, your shipping conditions has a priority when you compare with customer master data, your document has a priority. But I have a bunch of customers in my database. For those customers, my shipping conditions, if I try to, uh, dominate from my document type level when I compare with customer master data. So it gives priority. So the second one gives in preceding manner. So it is very difficult for me because my customers will have different. One guy will one for one customer depends on the distance. It might be delivered within 10 days or 2 days or 15 days. So that's why I don't control here. But whereas cash sales, I don't have such kind of option here. So that need to be delivered that day, that particular day itself. So it's always says that for cash sales, your shipping conditions will be immediate. At header level, these are the two basic differences. That's why we have to use the separate document type. One is I'm just trying to recap this. Immediate delivery need to be activated, and your shipping condition should be 10 at document level, and your delivery relevant billing and order relevant billing will be F2 in your war document type. For regular credit sales, for cash sales it is BV, and delivery for delivery type will be LF for war and BV for your cash sales. Now let's compare the item category. Regular for standard products item category, we already discussed about that. That is a TAN. And for immediate delivery and for cash sales, the item category will be BVN. Why we have TAN and why we have BVN? TAN, we are already aware of that. What is the basic difference? TAN, let's go to the cash sales item category, BVN. Okay, let's try to compare. See, it is order relevant billing. If you see here, it is relevant for order related billing. That means it immediately, when you go to the counter with your products, the bill will be generated just like that by using your point of sales machine. So in the similar manner, if I compare for TAN, it is delivery related billing. That means whenever I do the delivery, like I cannot do the bill, uh, I cannot able to post the values before sending the stock out. Okay, when my inventory is reduced. Okay, as I said that COGS will be debited and your inventory account will be credited, then only I can able to generate my bill. Delivery relevant bill will be there. So when the stock is available on that day only I can able to deliver it. Okay, not it might be the same day or some other days, it depends. So for that reason I have to choose this one. Your billing relevance will be delivery related billing. And if you see for BVN cash sales order related billing. So let's come to check any other points. You see, I told you, right? Credit will be active, but when it comes here, credit is not active because I don't wait for another hour. Once the stock is delivered, I will punch the bill, I will take the cash immediately. Okay, that could be a reason you have a separate item category. If these two differences are not there, then it similarly works like your standard item category. So let's check item category determination. So now go to assign item categories. So or it's like norm. So let me try to put, so war norm. So this is how it is like this. So similarly, if you go for cash sales, similar norm only, the same standard product, but immediately it need to be delivered BVN. If it is free goods, then it is BVNN, like that. So if you go for our document type ZOR1, we have used norm and we used this item category. In the similarly, if you find any deviation requirement that whatever the BVN item category is there also, that you can copy and you can try to create it. It's in the similar manner only. Now let's try to check the process, how it works. Let's create a sales order. So I just take order. Let me try to create OTC first. Then I will try to compare with cash shells. Now if you see order the similar product, if I can see here, let's go to the schedule lines. If you see the date it is got confirmed 27th, maybe after couple of days. Let's try to remove this block and let's try to do the delivery. So it's saying not today, after couple of days on 27th. Okay, let's wait for a moment. Okay, so now you can do the picking. Let's try to check what sort of error it is. So delivery block is there that I removed. Now let's try to do the delivery. Since it is a practice system, someone might kept that block. Let's put it more quantity. Okay, it's a warning message, no problem. Let's go ahead and try to create the bill. Now let's check change mode doc flow. So your picking done and goods issue done. Now let's try to create the bill now. Now let's check accounting document, it is got generated. This is for regular order. This is how it happens. Now let's try to create order with cash shells. So cash shells means I have to choose either CS or BV in standard. It depends on the system version. The document type will be there like this. Let's click and immediately take the quantity. So when I save this, try to observe here. Let's go to the incomplete log first. So document is completed. Let's save this. See, no delivery created means some issue will be there, because as per process it should be created. Probably it is because of that schedule line block. Let's go and try to remove the block now. Let's save this. See, on sales order save itself, for this cash shell order, delivery got created immediately. Okay. But whereas in our regular OTC process, the delivery will not be created immediately. It will be created. You have to create it separately through order. Now let's check. Now let's go to the change mode for created delivery number. Now let's try to pick it. Press enter to the post goods issue. Cash shell has been saved. Now let's check the document. So cash shell picking request done and goods issue done. Now let's go and check um, order. Let's try to make an observation. Go to the output header. If you see RD03, that means your cash sale invoice will be created. This is not order confirmation. You can able to take the printout. Okay. So this is the observation. The bill will be generated when you save the order, delivery will be created and parallelly bill will be generated. Now let's try to check this one up. Go over here and try to check the, see, this is the cash sales invoice, not your order confirmation. If you see print preview in standard, this is how it created. These forms will be get adjusted in real time. Whatsoever the customer requirements have, that we can work with forms team or else technical ABAP team. So this is how your bill will be generated immediately with the order, and bill will be generated. Now let's try to uh, cash shell bill. Now let's try to check our bill postings. So let's save this. So some error document is there. Let's try to check what is that. Let's click this. Probably we haven't assigned our own defined procedure. This is standard procedure. So what we can do, let's go to VOFA, or else we can go to the account determination, go to the cash sales. So BV is for cash sales, billing document type. Let's try to change for the time being, but it is not advised to change your standard settings. So what is our account determination procedure? We have defined this, we have seen already in our previous session. So now let's try to release for accounting. So now it is got created. That means now accounting document got generated. This is how your cash sales works when you compare with your regular OTC process. It is also similar like your OTC process only, but in this case, your item category is different because credit is not active and it is order relevant billing. When you compare with uh, your document type definition, immediate delivery check mark will be there, so that immediate delivery will be created. For that matters, you required a different delivery document type as a BV and your order relevant document type as BV again. So your process differs. So this is how cash sales will works. The similar methodology, suppose if customer asks, similar like cash sales, someone is asking it with some deviation, that you always have welcome to discussion with your customer. You can able to adapt this process. This is all about cash sales.